Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. Three-pointer. Oh, my goodness! He's a jumper by Robin Celis. Caballero has time. Oh, just posterized by Scott.
For the second time this season, the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League returns to the Marikina Sports Complex as we are down for final few games of the elimination round. And Davao Occidental looking to build momentum heading into the play-in rounds. Makakalaban nila ang Quezon City in our first game, followed by San Juan versus Marikina. And in our main game, Bacolod will square off against the Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, Ken Pangalinan with Andre Duremdes. And Andre, how hard is it for the teams, especially bound for the playoffs, to stay sharp as they try to wind down the regular season?
As we mentioned a while ago, Ken, regardless of any situation here, playoff-bound teams, kahit non-bearing na yung games nila, kung meron na silang spots sa playoffs or whatever, you need to play your game 100%, especially yun na rin yung pang-ready mo sa playoffs para dun mo na test yung mga sets mo, yung mga para adjustments na pwede mong gawin during the playoffs. So yeah, the remaining games are still very important.
And you're watching us live on the official MPBL YouTube channel. Later on, we'll be on Solar Sports and also live right now on pusop.com. Ito na, Andre, introduce na natin ang third member of our panel. Minsan lang ako makita ng napakagwapong courtside reporter. Let's bring in Mr. Javi Palanya. Javi, kamusta?
Good afternoon, Ken and Andre. And I got to talk to Coach Arvin Bonleon before the start of this game. And I asked him, how did he assess yung kanilang season? Lalo na they are going to be preparing for the play-in after this game against Quezon City. And Coach Arvin said that their biggest strength has been in their transition offense. But ironically, their biggest weakness has been in their transition defense. So for Coach Arvin Bonleon, preparing for the play-in and in this game against Quezon City, he wants the Davao Occidental Tigers to work more on their stamina, to sharpen their transition attacks and make sure they have enough energy to get back down on defense. He expects more production from Harold Arboleda and also for Raymart Escobedo to continue to step up, as well as good production from Janser Salubre and Tricky Peromingan and Jeff Comia. More reports later on. Back to you, Ken and Andre.
Thank you so much, Javi. And Davao Occidental, they're trying to stay sharp, Andre. Especially, they don't have really that full roster at their disposal. And let's see how that pans out. But we were, on Saturday, we were traveling all the way to Montalban, Rizal. Medyo malapit lang dito sa Marikina. No? Basilan sealing that number 4 spot in the South Division, defeating Quezon City. Caloocan eliminating Sarangani with his win. And then Nueva Ecija, nice win coming back from that deficit in the third quarter, defeating ito Rizal Centro Mall Golden Coolers.
Yeah, it was definitely a great bunch of games in Montalban, Rizal yesterday, Ken, no? Especially that last game, it was a very big win for Nueva Ecija, especially to get back into that win column and definitely getting their momentum up again heading into the playoffs.
And well, let's see yung ating team standings. First in the South Division, like we said, Basilan already sealing that number 4 spot. That loss by Rizal against Nueva Ecija prevented them from getting that number 2 spot in the South Division. And we're seeing right now Davao Occidental pretty much locked into that play-in match against Cebu. That's gonna be happening on Saturday in Mindoro, while Zamboanga Mindoro magkalaban din. Pagdating naman sa North Division, 1, 2, 3 sealed na yan. Abra, Nueva Ecija, and San Juan. But Andre, 4, 5, 6, and 7, especially Pangasinan, Caloocan, who will play each other tomorrow. That's gonna be a big matchup.
Yeah, definitely. As we've talked about before, it's going to be an important game to see who's going to be locked in for the playoffs, who's going to be still going to be playing in the play-in. So definitely a very important game for Pangasinan and Caloocan, Ken.
And let's see. That kind of poetic, no? How that turned out to be for Pangasinan and Caloocan. But first, let's shift our focus dito sa Quezon City. One of the teams in the North Division, unfortunately, won't be advancing to the play-in or the playoffs. But this guy, Greg Cunanan, simply brought in the production despite the loss against Basilan.
Regardless of if Quezon City is still in contention for the playoffs, we got players like Greg Cunanan has been very consistent all throughout the season, averaging 6.7, but especially last game where he scored 14 points. So very strong individual output there from Greg Cunanan.
And let's see if they could end the season on a high note, talking about tong Quezon City. And they're gonna go up against the Davao Occidental Tigers. And one guy that Javi mentioned, Jancher Salubre, could be one of the driving forces if they want to extend their season here, despite the loss against Abra. Nice production here galing kay Jancher.
Yeah, another solid outing there for Jancho Salubre. Of course, playing the #1 team in the league. Solid outing, scoring 15 points along with Justin Alano, who's also the only 2 players actually that scored in double figures in that game.
All right, it's the battle between Quezon City and Davao Occidental in our first game. Puntahan na natin si Richard Tampos for starting lineups.
MPBL Season 7 here at Marikina Sports Center. Live on pusup.com and YouTube channel. Our first match is the Davao Occidental versus Quezon City. Now let's meet the starters. First off, the Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Forward number 4, RV Berjay. The other forward number 11, Reggie Tautuan. Starting at guard number 15, Nino Ibanez. Playing center number 31, Jeff Habilionar. And at point guard number 40, JK Casino. They are led by Martin Go with Jeff Perlas. Assistant coaches JC Docto and Ricky Reyes. The team manager JC Tan. The team owner is Honorable Joe Bentay. And here's for the Season 3 champions, Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life. Forward number 48, Justin Alano. Also at forward number 32, Harold Arboleda. Starting at guard number 29, Jeff Comia. Playing center number 6, Wawi Escosio. And at point guard number 18, Joseph Terso. Their head coach, Arvin Bonleon. Assisted by Ronald Magtulis, Pancho Alfonso, Noy Bonleon, Anthony Burdett, Amboy Agonoy, and Peter Santamaria. Assistant team manager, Glenn Medalla. Our game officials are crew chief, John Lester Ortega, Richard Adelayosa, EJ Gossett. Substitute referee, Victor Tugo. This game is after the supervision and regulation of the games.
Time with us here at the Marikina Sports Complex. We've got our starting fives. First for Quezon City, you've got RV Berjay, Reggie Tautoan, Jeff Pavillionar, Nino Ibanez, and JK Casino. For Davao Occidental naman, Jeff Comia, Justin Alano, Harold Arboleda, Wawi Escosio, and Joseph Terso. Our referees for this ball game, John Lester Arcega, Leonardo Layosa, and EJ Garase. Fourth referee is Filbert Tugab. Davao Occidental getting the tip here. And that win they had against Cebu, if you remember, Andre, that really boosted their bid to at least make the play-in. And sila rin yung mga kalaban nila pagdating dun sa laro nila in Mindoro on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely, Ken. It was a very big win against eventual na makakatapat nila sa play-in. Of course, the season that Davao Occidental had this year, syempre, ang daming, I would say it's a roller coaster, ang daming ups and downs, ang daming nangyari, but you can't look back at that now. Obviously, at least they made the play-ins, they can work from there. And today, a win here today especially could help their momentum in the hopes for them to make in the playoffs.
3-point shot by Jeff Comia, no good. But to your point, yeah, it's been a tumultuous season to say the least para dito sa Davao Occidental. Started out with different bunch of players, and then there was that time na kulang-kulang sila.
Yeah.
Coach Arvin for a stretch did not coach the team. Then he came back and nag-struggle din sila, no, until such point where they were able to beat teams like Binyan and Rizal. Those were two huge wins. You cancel those wins out, hindi sila makakapasok sa play-in eh.
Yeah.
Joseph Terzo makes that free.
Kaya nga, Ken, kaya syempre, yung mga nangyari na, syempre nangyari na, di mo na pwede talagang ano, yung importante is nakaabot sila, diba? Hindi pa tapos ang per se ang boxing nila. Kaya definitely, this game is another important game for them, especially to build momentum. Syempre, ang kalaban nila sa play-in, Cebu is also not a team na dapat imaliit. Also, they got pieces. And of course, Cebu also wants to make it further into this playoff run. Kaya, syempre, a win here today, syempre, is gonna help them out tremendously.
Hindi talaga nila pwede ispulin yung Cebu.
Hindi, syempre, grabe yung mga player ng Cebu.
I mean, the resurgence they've had as we see that 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances, Joseph Terzo.
Yeah, definitely can't leave Joseph Terzo open.
Inside, Jeff Javillonar scores. And a bonus free throw coming up after getting fouled.
Kaya mabalik lang tayo dun sa report ni Javi kanina. There muna, ang ganda muna ng pag-position ni Jeff Javillonar there and the patience to get that end one play. So yun nga, mabalik muna tayo sa report ni Javi, especially on that last game ng Davao Occidental against Abra.
Yeah.
Tama yung sinabi ni Coach Bon Leon doon. Talagang wala sila naging problema talaga sa offense. They were actually not struggling at all on the offensive end. Pero ang problema, every time nakaka-score sila noon, wala masyadong sprint back sa depensa. Kaya talaga naging ang problem nila noon was transition defense. Kaya sana makikita natin yung improvement talaga dito today. And their hopes to obviously get a win.
Something you don't want to do going up against the best, not only the best team, but the best transition team in the Abra Weavers. Fast break the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
Oo, syempre Abra is one of the best, not the best transition teams. Talagang kailangan doble yung effort ng mga players talaga para mag-sprint back on defense.
Sasaksak si Joseph Terzo.
Wow.
Nice acrobatic move from JT. Basic lang doon. 9-5, Davao Occidental with a 4-point lead. JK Casino drives and was able to get the whistle here against Davao Occidental.
There goes Joseph Terzo being aggressive early. 2 out of 2 na siya. Scoring 5 points early in this game.
Let's check in with Javi.
Thank you, Ken. I was also able to talk to Coach Jeff Perlas, lalo na this is their last game of the season. He said that although it did not show in their win-loss record, what was important to him is that they played inspired basketball and they gave it their all, game in and game out, with the exception of that game against Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Coach Jeff believes that despite all of the odds that were stacked against them, short preparation time, lack of talent, immaturity of the younger players, lack of experience, it was never an excuse, and they did their best to work towards overcoming it. He's hoping that he can get a chance to redeem himself next year after already having his first season under his belt as a professional head coach. Back to you, Ken and Andre.
Thank you so much, Javi. And well, Coach Jeff, certainly no nonsense coach, Andre. And like Javi mentioned, no, apart from that loss they had against Nueva Ecija where they were only able to put up 9 points in the second half, lahat naman competitive in terms of them. Yung energy hindi naman nawala, yung depensa, hindi naman lagi on point pero nandun yung effort. And that's simply what you want as a head coach. Lalo Coach Jeff, congratulations to him, by the way. His first stint all year round as the coach in a professional rank, something that I'm sure he treasures so much para dito sa Quezon City.
Yeah, definitely, Ken. If you look at the season that the QC team had as a whole, talagang mapapansin mo, excluding that Nueva Ecija game, talagang pumapalag naman talaga sila. Siyempre, as he stated, the win-loss record doesn't speak volumes for itself. As we see a 3-point shot here by Wawi Escocio. And to the point, yes, I feel like ang ganda ng binibuild nila na roots ngayon, lalo na heading into next season. Ken.
very interesting how that team will look like next season. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Joseph Dexo with 7 early points.
I definitely like to see the early offensive aggression done here by Joseph Terso.
The lone remnant of that championship team back in Season 3.
Oo nga, siya na nga lang natitira from that championship team.
Jeff Pavillonar inside, scoops it up and in.
That's where Jeff Havilionar's game is really at point of that pick and roll situation and attacking that middle lane very aggressively.
Wow, Escocio face-up jumper, flanks off the rim. Alano with the rebound, flips it up and gets the basket. Justin Alano extends the lead to 6 points, 16-10.
Justin Alano picking up where left off from that Abra game where silang dalawa lang ni Salubre yung nag-score in double figures. He scores early 4 points and makikita mo kagad yung talagang aggression niya on offensive glass, crashing that board every single time, trying to get a putback.
Jeff Comia, that one deflected by RV Berge. Ever first time out at the halfway point of the first quarter. And the Tigers with a 6-point lead over Quezon City.
There you go.
Play.
Another good roll there by Jeff Avillonar and using that reverse layup to shield his body from Jeff Comia there.
And the other side, Justin Alano with a hook shot. Davao Occidental in driver's seat. We'll be right back after the short break. This was what Javi was talking about here, where Davao Occidental really let Abra have their way in terms of scoring points. 92-56 was the final tally here.
Definitely the name of the game there was points from turnovers. Grabe kasi yung pressure ng Abra that game. Halos whole game sila Ken nagpo-full court kahit ang laki na ng lamang nila. So definitely Davao there had a really hard time bringing the ball down, which resulted to a lot of turnovers and a lot of easy baskets in the transition for Abra.
Nakakatuwa rin makita paminsan-minsan si Kuya Bongbong
Oo, siyempre.
One of the most exciting players we've had here, not only in the league but in Philippine basketball in general. How could you forget his UE days?
Oo. And another thing, also one of the funniest players talaga in my opinion. Grabe. Para sa akin, sobrang lakas din talaga ng trip na ito ni Kuya Bonbon. Always fun to have him on the team. Obviously, he brings a lot of good energy and a lot of good energy and syempre, lot nakakahawa yun para sa team mo, syempre.
Binanggit mo na rin lang, Dre, as Hagod Arboleda puts up this 3-point shot. It won't work. Escocio inside in traffic, got fouled, and 2 free throws coming up for Wawi. Binanggit mo, nakakatawa si Kuya Bonbon eh. Sino sa tingin mo top 5 funniest players you've encountered? Wag may limit sa MPBL in general.
Pag minention mo talaga yung funniest, isa lang talaga naiisip ko.
Sino?
Hindi ko nakakita mabibigyan ng top 5 masyadong mahirap isip. Pero para
top
sa
3 na
akin,
lang, top 2.
para sa akin, pinaka nakakatawang player na ever ko nakasama, si Kuya Eman Calo.
Si Calo.
Grabe. Wala talagang isang moment na hindi ako natatawa dyan kay Kuya Eman. Sa practice, sa game, sa lahat ng situation, grabe talaga magpatawa at magpatuwa talaga si Kuya Eman Calo.
Parang pagpasok mo pala ng practice, natatawa ka na
Grabe.
yata. Pag nakita mo siya eh.
Alam mo talagang iba yung ugali ni Kuya Eman kasi isipin mo, aga-aga ng practice, 7 AM, pero grabe na kaagad energy niya. Nakakatawa talaga si Kuya Eman. Naalala ko talaga, siya lang talaga yung player na munti ka na nagpaiyak sa akin sa tawa. Shoutout ka, Kuya Eman Calo. Isa ka rin sa mga pinaka-idol ko, pero isa ka talaga sa pinaka nakakatawang player ever na nakasama ko.
who by the way was also a former champion with the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Yeah. Saka sobrang galing na ito at sobrang sipag rin ni Kuya Eman. Grabe rin talaga yung laro na ito ni Kuya Eman.
Carol Arboleda can't turn the corner. The birthday boy, Joel Bonleon, can't hit the free. 18-10 is our score. Greg Cunanan pulls it back out. Wants this matchup against Bonleon. Now it's with Vinio Ibanez. Kick out to Puray. Balik kay Ibanez. Pupukol sa tres. Masyadong malakas.
You gotta like the defense that we're starting to see here from the Davao Occidental Tigers. Definitely different from their last outing against the Abrasol Beavers. Parang mas ganado sila sa rotations nila, especially on the sets na piniplay neto ng QC Taipan.
Quezon City Galleries Taipan trailing by 8. 18-10. It's something they've had difficulty with is them getting into the stretches Dre, na nahirapan silang makascore.
Oo, yun yung problema talaga. May mga stretches sila na ang tagal ng scoring drought. So yun talaga yung pinakakailangan i-work on ng team na to, especially coming into next season.
Capasio and Manalang come in for QC. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Cunanan, Jason Puray, those two we've mentioned, and Sidney Mosqueda rounding out the 5 for the guys in white. Quezon City. Bola na agaw ni Jeff Comia. Nice transition defense though by Quezon City. Stopping that fast break opportunity, but Davao will play out this set with Arboleda at the elbow. To go to the post, Bonleon pivots his way inside. The pass too tight for Alan Beltran.
Beltran wasn't ready for that pass there.
Nice pass. Cunanan gives it up to Capasio for 2 points.
And you like to see this from the QC Galleries Taipan. After the basket there by Capasio, 3 of the players there were sprinting down kaagad to the transition defense. There you go. Good transition offense there, making use of a 3-on-1 break and easy layup there for Capasio.
Cunanan attracting the defense of Arboleda and Capasio, making sure he gets this basket as QC still trailing here by 6 though, 18-12. We have a timeout. Basilan Star Horse beating Quezon City Galleries Taipan by a score of 94-81. And again, we just go back to how they struggle from the field, Andre, and ganun din yung nangyari sa kanila, no? Coach Jeff Perlas wants to make sure they address that in the next season. No? He already has those plans, Dre, of adding in mix of veteran and young players to this roster.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the major things that QC needs to fix if they want to be a little bit more competitive in the league is syempre you need to get a better personnel. Syempre yung sistema naman ni coaches, alam naman natin is very effective and okay naman. So yeah, it would definitely help for them to get a lot more veterans and a lot more pieces to control the team and makatulong para makakuha ng mga panalo.
Lot of contact there. Alan Beltran was fouled. Capasio, a bit confused there that he was the one who was tagged with that foul. Baseline inbound for Davao Occidental. Ricky Perumingan is now in the ball game.
Stepping.
Yeah.
Sayang yung possession na yun. Libre na lang si Beltran sa short corner.
Coach Ronald Magtulis and Coach Arvin Bonleon 5 turnovers already against Davao Occidental. They are one of the worst teams in terms of giving up that basketball from Davao. Salubre puts it up, puts it in from downtown.
There you go, Jancher Salubre picking up where he left off. He's been playing extremely well his past 2 games. Scoring his first 3 baskets of the game. Si Jancher Salubre.
21-12. Davao shooting well from beyond the arc, 44.4%. Capascio can't answer the free, but Mosqueda was pushed from behind. So the ball will stay with QC, and he'll also earn himself 2 free throws.
Lucky break there for the QC Galis Taipan. Tumatakbo na si Perong Mingan sa other side. Easy 2 points na naman na fast break sana yun para sa Davao Occidental Tigers.
Oh, sorry, Davao was the one who was called for a foul there. Not yet in penalty. Baseline inbound, Craig Punanan. Pasa palabas kay Manalang. Now it's with Puray. Beltran in front of him. 9 seconds left on their shot clock. Mosqueda. Got blitzed. Nice pass inside. Puray high off the glass and in. Jason Puray, former CU Scorpion.
Both teams are definitely picking up the intensity on the defensive end.
Beltran. Hand off to Jancher Salubre, who pulls up from free. Short. Ball will stay with Davao Occidental, however. 14 on their shot clock. Escobedo will trigger it in. Ay pasa kay Bonleon. Balik kay Escobedo. Airballs the free, but Beltran right there to stick it back in. And a bonus free throw coming up after that hard foul by Quezon City.
A good job there by Beltran, tracking the ball there. As you see here, the replay, the air ball there. But Beltran tracking the ball, getting an easy to possible 3-point play for Beltran.
Beltran missing the free throw, however. So this remains a 9-point lead, single digits yung kalamangan ng Davao Occidental as QC will prepare themselves for the final shot of the quarter. About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock. Nice recognition by Davao. They still have 2 more fouls to give. Actually, that was their last foul to give.
Yeah, smart use of fouls there to stop the offense.
Pass back to Greg Punanan. Punanan escapes. The pass to Puray for 3. Wala pa din. Quezon City struggling from beyond the arc. Time winding down in the first quarter. Escobedo's heave will not work. And Davao Occidental making sure that they stay in the driver's seat here. They were able to hold off Quezon City in the last stretch of this quarter. And Joseph Terzo, however, has been very aggressive to start the game here, Andre.
Yeah, definitely. This quarter was a good quarter for Joseph Terzo, scoring 7 points early on. And I like his aggressiveness in the offensive end to start off this game, Ken.
And as a result, lamang ang Davao Occidental at the end of quarter number 1 over Quezon City, 23-14. Kuya Rudes and Emer Oreta, our head of security and operations respectively. 9-point lead for the Tigers as we begin the second quarter. Agad sumalaksak si Reggie Tautoan. Had something to say with Kmart Escobedo.
Yeah, I didn't like that contact there. So we definitely need more of those from Reggie Tauto. He needs to be more aggressive, attacking those gaps in the defense. That's what he did there.
However, missing the first free throw, Reggie Tautoan. Split at the line. 23-15.
2-1 press here para maiba naman from QC Galleries Taipan. Parang di nahirapan baba si Escobedo yung bola doon.
Nakatakas lang doon. Napasahan pa niya si Jancher sa Louvre. Mintis nga lang ang kanyang tira galing sa labas. Pero merong foul laban sa Quezon City. Someone got caught holding. And it was Reggie Tautoan. Touch 14 on their shot clock. Davao Occidental. Sa Louvre puts it on the deck. Pero Mingan, swing pass to Escobedo. Left corner free. Book it.
And I like that passing over there. By a great possession there by the Davao Occidental Tigers. 2 extra passes for a free corner shot there by Escobedo.
JK, shot fake. Pass out to Reggie Tautoan. Badly missing on that three. Ricky Perumingan, Alan Beltran, Joel Bonleon, Raymond Escobedo, and Jancer Salubre in the unit for the Davao Occidental Tigers. Ricky Perumingan drills in the three.
Yeah, the guards here of the Davao Occidental Tigers definitely picking up the scoring here. Back-to-back threes by Escobedo and Perumingan.
38.5% from beyond the arc. Davao Occidental. Quezon City still has yet to make a free. However, this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
Sabi ni Perumingan, siya naman, kanina siya yung nag-extra pass sa corner kay Escobedo. Pero on that possession, sabi niya, siya naman daw titira ng tres.
Ricky Perumingan definitely playing inspired basketball.
Yeah, nakatapat ko din yung si Perumingan sa PBA 3-on-3. He was with Ginebra at that time.
Talaga?
Nakausot pa siya ng mask nun, kaya di ko siya makalimutan. Definitely one of the more physical guards out there. High motor player as well. Hindi napapagod, especially on defense. Pag pinipressure ako ni Perumingan yung dati, talagang nahihirapan din ako.
He played for Adamson, di ba?
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, played only 1 year. And then had stints with Pasay and then Sarangani. Unang team niya Sarangani back in season 4 under Coach John Calios. And the following season, he was with Pasay. And then last season, he played for Bacolod. So, well-traveled veteran na rin. Ito si Ricky Perumingan dito sa MPBL.
Yeah, definitely. Also very serviceable in my opinion, especially the effort he gives out on the defensive end.
30-15 times 2. Ang labang ng Davao, 15 sa Quezon City.
And that's how you beat the 2-3 zone defense there. Attack the gaps. Good decision there by Ibanez.
Pass to Jeff Avillar. Backing down Noel Bonleon. Avillar. Oh, nice pocket pass. And Gino Ladimo with a reverse layup.
A very smart veteran in Jeff Avillar, not forcing any situation, realizing that it's definitely hard to post up, especially when you're going against a 2-3 zone. Wow.
Escobedo up and under, just that strong. But Escobedo comes away with a steal and will lay it in for 2 more points para sa Davao Occidental Tigers.
I was wondering where the point guards were there. Iniwan nila si Jeff Avillar para ibaba yung bola. Result into a turnover.
Sinyo using that Ladimo screen finds Avillar. Another shot fake And another guy biting on that, Bonleon. No choice but to give up that foul.
You know, very aggressive talaga sa post tong si Jeff Villar.
Ganda nung pagkakasumbit niya nung pasa doon. And then, dito nga lang naagawan siya ni Raymond Escobedo.
Well, if you're going against Jeff Villar, expect him to be very physical on that post. Talagang tatalagang susubukang umasahin ni Jeff Villar dun sa poste.
Parang na-experience mo yan, Dre, ah.
Yeah. Grabe. Well, yung kinaswerte ko lang doon, Ken, syempre, is na
Kung free throw na ito, din sa ating Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance ba yan ng Pilipinas. Swerte ka kasi.
swerte ako kasi most of the time when we were teammates, lagi kami sa same group. Kaya yung mga minamasahe niya, yung mga teammate namin na kalaban niya. Pero yeah, definitely felt one of those shoulders and the elbows from Kuya Jeff Villar.
Nakatakas ka pala bahagya. But of course, Jeff Villar played for National University. Has a lot of mileage in him, but still remains a serviceable player for Quezon City as he gets the rebound off that Escobedo miss from the outside. Now he catches the pass, giving it up to Jason Puray, off balance. And a foul whistled against Raymond Escobedo, who was caught pushing off.
A good decision there by Puray, opting to attack the middle off of that handoff by Jeff Villar, realizing the middle had a gap there and fished for a foul.
Jason Puray. Mintis yung kanyang unang free throw. Kababayan to ni John Nermal from Kabakalan, Negros Occidental. Mas bata lang. Played for Centro Escolar University. It's good on the second free throw. 32-18. That's really the thing with Quezon City, Trino. They have nice pieces in their roster. They have some shooters like Jerome Santos, Jason Puray, even Ray De La Rosa. They also had orchestrators like Casino, Franz Diaz. But one thing they've had problem with is their ceiling. Well, we'll talk more about that when we return after this challenge.
The Quezon City's challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Successful challenge by Coach Jeff Perlas. No foul.
Yeah. No foul there. Natapakan ng impado ni Nino Ibanez, which caused him to lose balance.
But it was still with Tagala when the play happened. So the ball will remain, possession will remain with Davao Occidental, who currently is protecting a 14-point advantage. Escobedo got past Jason Puray, scores 2 more points.
Oh, you gotta have the help defense down there below.
Also, that was a blown assignment there by Jason Puray. JK. Oops, foul against Parillagas. Yep.
Yeah, you can't overplay there. The wise words of one of the best defensive coaches in Glenn Capasio. Talagang kailangan mo lang i-focus yung tao mo na di ka maiwan one-on-one. Doon talaga kailangan magsimula yung team defense mo. With one-on-one defense. Huwag ka lang magpaiwan.
Bad miss at the free throw line for the Ilocano, Jeff Villar.
Was that an air ball?
Tumama naman yung bagya sa rin. Ito tumama din pero mintis pa din.
0-2 there for Jeff Abilinar.
Again, Quezon City getting into one of those droughts. They get a little reprieve with that offensive foul whistled against Justin Alano.
Kind of an odd call there for the referees. I thought that Alano was just standing up straight there.
Hindi naman magcha-challenge si Coach Arvin.
Yeah.
Sidney Mosqueda now in. Pavillonar is the one that's replaced. So bit of a small lineup for Quezon City.
Yeah, opting to go small ball here. Mukhang gusto nila talaga i-push yung pace and mas makascore lalo sa transition. Especially, sila yung naghahabol. Kaya gusto na siguro mas mabilis yung pace and more possessions.
Joseph Terzo sets his feet, fires, too strong.
Lucky miss there for QC Galleries Taipan. You can't really leave Joseph Terzo open. I believe 8 out of 10 times on an open shot, he's gonna make that.
Especially with how well Davao Occ has been shooting here from 3-point distance. Quezon City has yet to make a free until now as JK Casino breaks out and knocks down that free. 34-21, QC down by 13.
Yeah, definitely you need more of that for QC, especially with how Davo's shooting right now. Davao already has 5 3-pointers into this game compared to the 1 3-point make of QC, so they definitely need to turn it up in the 3-point area if they want to get back into this game.
Traveling ang tinawag laban kay Justin Alano. Set up there, JK straight away 3.
Pagka kaliwete talaga, Ken, no? Iba talaga yun. No? Para sa akin, sobrang swerte at mas madali ang buhay ng mga left-handed players, regardless of sport actually. So, ang daming mga advantages talaga pagiging left-handed. Just to name a few sports, pati boxing, kapag southpaw ka talaga, may advantage din.
Of course, our beloved senator, fighting senator, Manny Pacquiao, really knows how to use that card. One of, well, easily the best southpaw boxer.
Yes, arguably, pambansang kamoon natin, Senator Manny Pacquiao.
Harvey Berge comes in. Maging courtside reporter natin, kaliwete rin yan. Si Harvey.
Ayun. Kaya pala.
Kaya
pala eh.
Parilyagas, binigay kay Joseph Terzo. Now it's with Jeff Comia. 6 seconds on their shot clock. Comia backing down to Rai. Arboleda with a long free. Book it. Arboleda with 5.
6 3-pointers already early here in the game by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Berge up top. Casino puts it on the deck. But that pass a bit too strong for Jason Puray to handle. So now the pass, the halfway point of the second quarter. Harold Arboleda. So handoff, gives it to Jeff Comia. Another post action here, kicks it out. Terzo, 3-point shot. With this running start for Sidney Mosqueda. Goes for the Pinoy step.
There you go, better defensive transition there by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Entry pass to Parilyagas. Maneuvers in the paint. Able to fish for that foul against QC. Harvey Berge, former Marikina shoemaster, called for that foul. Si Nino Ibanez, napasok muna dito. Napalitan si JK Casino. Villar also returning for Quezon City.
Yeah, this is what QC needs to do, especially them being undermanned right now. Kailangan talaga mabilis yung pag-shuffle ng players para madaming fresh legs at the court at all times.
Pari missing the first. Davao Occidental is seeking to continue their streak of making it to the playoffs. In their 3 seasons that they participated, they've made the playoffs each time. In fact, seasons 2 and 3, dalawang finals appearance, nag-champion nung 3rd season, and then returned after a 2-season absence last year and was knocked out by Batangas City in the quarterfinals in the South Division. Jeff Villar lays it in. Quezon City behind by 15. Perso,
Yeah, babawi si Llagas.
Parillagas matching up against Jeff Villar.
Good help defense there by Mosqueda.
Yep, able to poke it free out of bounds. And it was off last by Parillagas. Okay, 38-23.
Oh, miscommunication there by Ibanez and Jeffrey Villar. Jeffrey Villar hasn't established a position yet that he's very comfortable with to get a pass. Ibanez thinking otherwise.
Jeff Perlas did not like what happened in that possession. See it in his face. Arboleda. Ang itaas. Binigay kay Jeff Comia. Bagsak si Jeff. Action continues. And a 3-second violation whistled against Davao Occidental.
Yeah, the 9th turnover there by the Davao Occidental Tigers. That's been their problem all season long, protecting that basketball.
Jeff Villar, 9 points. Perfect shooting from the field. Along with 2 rebounds.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You can't play. You really can't play Jeff Villar one-on-one on that post. Especially, he's very aggressive, very physical on that post. And it's been working. The him being played one-on-one is working well for him. Not missing a single shot yet in this game.
Skela kicks it out. The drive by Tautoan. It finds the hands of RB Berge. Could not get the friendly bounce, however.
You know, I've always liked big men that make use of that floater and hook shot. Yan si RB Berge to name a few. Miggy Corteza and of course Abras Raven Gonzalez. I think it's a lost game. A lot of players can do it, but not a lot of players really use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a very advantage, especially for a big man na mahaba yung mga arms mo. I think a lot of more bigs, especially here in the MPBL, should make use of that hook shot and floater.
Si Jared Venturin of Bataan.
Yeah.
Magaling din sa ganyan. Parillagas. Pinasa palabas kay Jeff Comia. Drive by Jeff. Kick out. Joseph Terzo. Arboleda for free. All net. Couple of threes from Harold Arboleda.
Yeah, you're liking this from the Davao Occidental Tigers here today. There you go, another 3-pointer there. Davao playing very much better in the 3-point area compared to their last game against Abra, where they only made 2 3-pointers. They already got 8 3-pointers here in the half.
A good reason why they're up by 20, 43-23. Check out our Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. Nice to see people flocking in dito po sa Marikina Sports Center mamaya. Sila Andoy Enrile of Marikina will take on San Juan in their final game. They'll be playing at home. Harvey Berge to Greg Cunanan. And Quezon City, napabayaan na lumaki na ulit yung labang nitong Davao Occidental. It's up to 20 points. Nino Ibanez short on that three.
And a big reason for that is their struggle from the three-point line there. Another miss. QC shooting 12% from three right now, 1 for 8. But definitely been struggling from the three-point line.
Joseph Terso trying to split two defenders. Unsuccessful. It leads to a turnover. Javillonar lays it up and in transition.
11 points there by Jeff Javillonar. Definitely putting a lot of work in the paint, scoring all of his 11 points in the paint.
Bola na agaw. Cunanan barely able to save it. Just enough for Ibanez to track it down. And nobody from Davao Occidental getting back in transition. And Harvey Berge able to capitalize.
A good effort there by the whole 5 there by QC, not giving up on that play. Sprinting down.
Farillagas going for an offensive foul. Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play. On the go speaker, take your music anywhere.
Grabe condition si Kuya Jeff Javillonar dun. Sprinting down the court for that fast break.
I wonder if alam siguro ni Javi to. Kung nag-abot si Jeff Javillonar sa si Joseph Terso with National University.
Oh yeah, I think we have to ask Javi that later. Definitely don't know the answer to that as well.
Tumams up si Javi. Oo, nag-abot na sila
Nakaabot
dalawa.
nga sila.
Si Javi magaling sa ganyan eh. Sa ilalim, naipasa ni Javillonar palabas kay Nino Ibanez. No. Jeff grabbing the offensive rebound. JK spots up for three. Lista mo na.
Yeah, both three-pointers from QC coming from Cunanan there. So definitely needs more help from his teammates on the three-point arc.
Here was Jeff and locating the right man, JK Casino, with another three. It's a 7-0 run by Quezon City. They trimmed the gap to 13 points, 43-30. Harold Arboleda with a couple of threes. Actually, 8 points and 2 assists for the former perpetual standout. That's actually his overall field goal shooting, 3 out of 4. Hit a couple of threes here in the first half.
Yeah, both three-pointers talagang maybe 2-3 steps behind the three-point line. So Arboleda there showing off his range.
Terso lines it up. No good.
Oh.
Comia went for that acrobatic putback attempt. Javillonar in double fingers after that layup.
13 points there by Jeff Javillonar, all in the paint. You see sprinting down as a first big there.
Count it and 1 for Jeff Comia. Quickly responding on the other side.
There you go, Jeff Javillonar.
This is something Davao Occidental needs to clean up.
Yeah,
although they were able to answer right back.
Yeah, good response there by Jeff Comia. The early offense there. Realizing that the defense of QC Gallery Stipend haven't set up in the transition, especially coming off the transition.
I mean, oftentimes Davao is caught out of position when Quezon City is going to those fast break attempts. Time winding down in the first half. Good attempt from Vincent Cunanan, but he misses that shot to end the second quarter. And The biggest lead of Davao Occidental was at 20 points. But credit Quezon City for fighting back. They managed to cut this lead down to 45-32 at the end of two quarters.
Is that for Diego?
Pero mintis, dalawang free throw, ha? Oh, what a pass! Makes Pascual setting up Kit Jimenez.
This has got to be one of the best games, if not the best game, that we've seen from Mix Pascual. Good decision making right there, but you got to catch up on the other end.
Defense once again. Ugsang at the post. Fading away. Oh my goodness, Reeve Ugsang. How about that?
If your key player is down, it's the role players that take over. Rivugsan this time, after giving that pass earlier to Mark Meneses, decides I'm gonna take on this one, taking on three white shirts, fading away, knocking it down to the delight of the Cebu Grays bench.
Sazon. Yambing will slam it down. Was actually asking for the lob. This guy could really jump out of the building. Was Rin William Bing.
Nice little pocket pass delivered there by Ives Sazon. It's still a slam for Rin William Bing. One hand flush as he brought back yung kanyang cornrows for this game.
You don't want to see going as well. Tandaan natin. Oh, what a move!
Grabe yun. And Mac Talio able to score.
In and out with the left hand and that right hand finish, leaving the defense on the dust. Mac Talio at his best, breaking down primary defenders.
Napako na sa 64 points. Rodel Gravera will slam it down with two hands.
He pretty much deserves that moment, itong si Rodel Gravera. He's just been a guy that they pull off the bench and always gives positive results. He never runs out of effort. Well, it was a foot race with Mix Pascual, and Mix was not gonna challenge that. And Rodel Gravera, a very quiet, athletic guy.
At nauuna siya dito, Farito will slam it down with his left hand.
He is in a zone. Christian Pajarito has made this Voyagers team and this Cuneta Astrodome as his playground tonight, showing us everything that he can do on the floor. Left hand jam puts in that exclamation on the kind of game that Christian has played.
Missing the second. Davao, chance to win it. Escobedo inside the pass. Escocio scores! 0.7 seconds remaining. Val City calls timeout. What a play there by the Davao Occidental Tigers.
Well, they quickly ran the other way and trying to attack, understanding the time that was left, that front end miss.
About a 4-second differential between shot and game clock.
That is enough time.
Roy Sumang attacks, pulling up. Money on a mid-range jumper.
They got time.
But still a two-possession game. Hamon, a second remaining. And that's gonna do it. Zamboanga. How about Roy Sumang? Struggling all game long with his shot. Delivers the dagger for the Zamboanga Sikat.
The dagger against June Manso, no problem. Little step back, and that basket made just in time to give them the lead and eventually the game.
Basilan with 7 steals compared to 8 naman for Ilagan Isabela. Alex Cabagno drives baseline. Oh! Had that tough angle but had the wits in English to will that one through.
Oh boy, what an incredible shot make by the Crunchman. Santos was trying to keep in step with him all the way to the hoop. Took it to the other side with a much more difficult attempt. was able to use that offhand to keep Santos from getting in front of him. But still, the magnitude of the difficulty of the shot.
He has most start para dito sa Sarangani.
Oh! One-handed throwdown right out of the gates from Simon Sandagon.
Simon Sandagon in his last 2-3 games has really sent out a statement that he is laser focused to try and bring a title for the Quezon Huskers this season.
That came out of nowhere. Simon Sandagon announcing his entry. It's a 13-point lead for Davao Occidental at the half over Quezon City, 45-32. Biggest lead, like we mentioned earlier, for Davao Occidental was at 20 points. They were the ones shooting much better from the outside, Dre, and they were up 43-23. But you have to give credit to Quezon City. They were able to mount a comeback and finish the second quarter on a 9-2 run to cut the lead down to 13 points.
Yeah, despite shooting a lot worse in the three-point areas, itong QC. They actually forced a lot more turnovers with Davao. They have to, in the second half, I would say I would like them to continue that pace the way they ended that second quarter and try to get back into this game, Ken.
Plus 12 ang Davao Occidental in rebounding, which is really telling for Quezon City with the lack of ceiling. Although this guy, Jeff Pavillonar, 13 points and was the spark plug for Quezon City, especially down low. JK Casino hitting a couple of threes for a total of 7. And for Davao Occidental, Harold Alvareda, 2 tres din, pinakawalan. Leading the way for the Tigers with 8 points, 7 each from Joseph Terzo and Raymart Escobedo. Nice distribution of production from Davao Occidental. And what do you like about how Davao Occidental has been playing so far here in the first 2 quarters?
They've been sharing the ball a lot. A lot of extra passes for open shooters, especially on the 3-point. En route to their 7 made 3-pointers in that half. So yeah, they've been sharing the ball more, a lot of selfless plays. And I think that's what they need to continue if they want to pull away from this game.
Yep, Davao does have more turnovers compared to Quezon City, pero pagdating sa points of turnovers, di rin nakakala yun. No? In fact, Davao still has a point more in that department as they begin the third period here with the possession. Wawi Escocio, Raymart Escobedo, Alan Beltran, Jancher Salubre, and Ricky Peromingan. Nice break. Reggie Tautoan fighting on that as Wawi Escocio able to score on a putback. RV Berjay, Reggie Tautoan, Jeff Pavillonar, Nino Ibanez, and JK Casino naman ang bibida para dito sa Quezon City sa pagsisimula ng third quarter. That call for that foul.
Yeah, definitely. QC needs to gang rebound on that defensive side of the court. A lot of rebounds here from the Davao Occidental Tigers.
JK, that's his third triple of the ball game. JK Casino with 10 points.
Yeah.
Lead down to 12.
All 3-pointers from QC is from Casino.
Yeah. And Quezon City forcing Davao into another turnover. Their 13th. Simple handoff lang.
Yeah, simple handoff. Defender was sleeping there. That's 3 3-pointers from JK Casino.
Davao, I mean, they still have the lead here, Dre, but it feels like yung sense of urgency a bit lacking, especially on the defensive side of the floor. You have seen them multiple times not being in position to defend the fast break, and then also those poor closeouts. That's why Quezon City is still hanging around.
Yeah, we might be seeing a little momentum shift here. We're not seeing a lot of effort on the defensive end, especially the transition there from Davao. And meanwhile, QC is pushing the ball. They look more lively here in the second half.
Oh, Avillonar inside.
Another good steal there by Jeff Avillonar. He's been living in the paint in this game, being a beast in this paint.
Undersized at that 5 spot, but still.
Yeah, but his physicality makes up for it already. He has 13 points in this game. All of his points coming in the paint.
Especially with Quezon City playing without Dave Bernabe, Ryan Reyes, John Gabriel, Edsel Rojas even.
Yeah, a lot of personnel there, especially in the big man role. So Jeff Avillonar definitely stepping up for the lack of personnel.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Split at the line again for Jeff Avillonar.
And you like that from QC. You see that 4 players sprinting down the floor, preventing that easy basket, the transition by Jancher Salubre.
Salubre, that signature between the legs. Arboleda in trouble. Sorry, that was Alan Beltran. Turning around was Wawi Escocio, but fails to hit the jumper. Ibanez in transition. He traveled, yeah.
Ooh. QC, they're asking for a foul off that bump from Wawi Escocio. The ref seeing it otherwise, calling a travel on Nino Ibanez there. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Escocio there was standing straight up. Good non-call there by the referees.
Di pwede challenge yung traveling call.
Yeah.
Davao Occidental dodging a bullet. That would have cut it to single digits. Instead, Alan Beltran takes the jumper and a push. Called against Wawi Escocio. Quezon City just lurking behind, not letting Davao Occidental pull away just yet.
Yeah, just 2 points in this third quarter from Davao Occidental. So definitely early this second half, it's QC who's trying to make that push and looking more aggressive, and especially on the defensive end.
Kaya lang, turnover ulit. So hindi talaga sila maka-break through. Ricky Perumingan. Bumabantay sa kanya si Nino Ibanez. Naipasa kay John Sher sa lume. Wawi Escocio facing up. Drives baseline.
Wow.
Powers through. Too strong on the shot though. Tracks it down. Escocio pivots inside. Wala pa din. At merong foul laban sa Quezon City.
A tough break there for QC, who was looking to push that ball for a transition offense. Getting called for a foul there.
Baseline inbound for Davao. Berge replaced here. Perumingan, the catch. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Ricky Perumingan I thought he got away with a double dribble. Instead, it stays with Davao, but not for long. Quezon City with a steal. Javillonar fake. And a foul again against Davao Occidental.
You gotta like that defense on the other side of the floor there by the QC. Galleries Taipan. A lot of good rotations there, resulting to a foul there, easy from the transition by Jeff Javillonar. Parang ang ganda ng gising nito ni Jeff Javillonar ngayon. Ang ganda ng knock niya for the ball. Pagkatanggap niya, sobrang aggressive niya.
Punta na natin at courtside si Javi.
Coach Jeff Perlas said that they need to work on their defense in the second half. He noticed that their players often get beat sa kanilang man-to-man defense. Sa poste, susubok muna sila ng single coverage to avoid scrambles that allow Davao open shots from the outside. Offensively naman, he said most players are still hesitating to shoot. You have 20 minutes left, guys. It's not up to us coaches anymore. It's up to you guys to translate what we're telling you to do into actual success on the floor. Back to you, Ken and Andre.
Thank you so much, Javi. You were nodding your head as you heard that report. Dahil nga, namin tres kanina na Davao pero Coach Jeff trying to adjust that one with that defensive scheme they're trying to pull off here in the second half, Andre.
No, definitely QC has responded to the call of Coach Jeff that to better improve their one-on-one defense there. QC is defending Davao way better than they were in the first half.
Javillonar though, missing 3 free throws already. There's another split, 3 out of 6 at the charity stripe. 10 na lang ang lamang ng Davao Occidental. Alan Beltran balik kay Escobedo. Escobedo will drive, left it short. Ibanez nakuha yung rebound. Tautoan, will not force it up. Flashing at the elbow. Oop. Good thing Huray at the last second showed restraint. He was about to pound the ball to the direction of Wawi Escocio, but si Javillonar, may double foul against Ricky Perumingan and Jeff Javillonar.
Yeah, it's off that aggressiveness by Jeff Avillar trying to seal their man there.
Oh, it was actually
Yeah.
Alan Beltran who was involved with it.
Napaka-aggressive kasi talaga mag-seal yan ni Jeff Avillar eh.
Saka mararamdaman mo talaga eh. Much like you felt J.K. Casino here in this ball game. 4 threes for a total of 13 points.
Wow.
And the lead is down to 7, 47-40.
A great shooting display here by Casino, who's made all the threes for his team so far. 4 3-pointers for Casino here.
Cut by Beltran. The pass to Terzo. Nice look from Josh Tagala as Terzo buries another three.
Medyo na late lang sa rotation doon si Manalang en route to Terzo's 10th point of the game.
JK Kupuray. Babawiin yung press ni Terzo. At baba ulit sa pitong lamang. 50-43.
QC's decision of playing small ball there, proving its effectivity. And nalalabas si Wawi Scotch sa may 3-point line. And nakakutuloy ng uncontested 3 doon si Puray.
Oh man, that was just pure volleyball there. Wow, Escocio taking advantage.
And vice versa, with that small ball on the defensive end, yung advantage naman dyan ni Escocio is yung defend. I saw that too.
On a move there by Tautoan, but they turn the ball over. Terzo high off the glass. Vintis. Quickly on the other side, Nino Ibanez. The pass to Casino, who will pull it back out. The cut by Manalang.
Good passing there.
Ibanez. I thought the pass was a bit late though by Manalang. Dahil hindi malinis yung pagkakasalo doon ni Ibanez. Wasn't really in rhythm when he caught it and took that shot. Well, those are the little things you need to work on for Quezon City. Although they've made a lot of ground already here. Being down by 20, naibaba na nila sa siyam yung lamang.
Yeah, QC opting here for a 1-2-1-1 half-court press. Coach Jeff changing it up, which is a good, it's a good thing.
Escocio this time, Manalang is the one trying to guard him. Oh wow, Escocio. Such a crafty scorer on the interior, Andre.
Yeah, and I know Coach Jeff from QC instructed their players to have a one-on-one coverage on that post. But definitely, Escocio realizing that one-on-one coverage, trying to make the most out of it, trying to get all of his advantage, especially when he has a smaller defender on him.
Jay Casino with 15 points. Alano, pass out to Tagala. Naipasok yung tres na yan. Josh Tagala with his first field goal. Mosqueda whipping a pass to Manalang. The cut by Mosqueda. Nice two-man game between Manalang and Mosqueda. Foul will be whistled against Jeff Comia.
Good pass there off the post by Manalang, realizing Mosqueda was cutting down. And also good patience there by Mosqueda, using that pump fake to get his defender in the air and fish for a foul.
Itong free throw na ito, it's Satin Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances. First free throw, Sidney Mosqueda is good. Former LaSalle Green Hills player. Si Sidney Mosqueda.
Also former JRU Heavy Bomber.
Yeah. Hits both free throws. Greg Cunanan nagbabalik for 2C. 10 ang lamang. 57-47. Past the halfway point of the third. Under 5 minutes remaining. Comia isolated up top. He will drive. He will miss. Puray off the bounce. And QC playing with a lot more force here in the third quarter.
Yeah, definitely. You've been pushing the pace more out in this third quarter. Every time they get a stop, you see 3 to 4 players sprinting, leaking. And their big man here, Puray, running the floor.
Jason Puray was the best player in one of their best wins, if not their most impressive win of the season, when they beat Mindoro at 22 points. And that was a game where Mindoro was ahead already by double figures, but somehow Quezon City was able to fight back in the second half, and a huge reason why has been it's the heroics of Jason Puray.
Yeah, definitely. Puray is one of those players that has the tools to become a very serviceable player here in the league. He has the size, he has the speed, and he also can shoot that basketball. So definitely Puray has the tools in helping a team get wins.
Si Terzo naman ang nakabingwit ng foul after attempting a drive. Joseph Terzo, 10 points, 3 assists. Trying to add more to his point total here. Joseph Terzo. Niluwa yung kanya unang free throw. Yun, apart from him winning the title back in Season 3, also moved with Makati, Caloocan, and then Marikina. Also a former shoe master. Pasok niya yung pangalawang free throw, so lamang ang Davao Occidental ulit by double figures, 58-48. Mosqueda nakatakas, laban kay Josh Tagala, lays it up and in. And he was able to force a turnover.
Sir. You gotta like that from Mosqueda. After scoring that basket, still very aggressive trying to get that stop. That's what you need for QC when you're trying to win this game.
Pinaltan muna si Josh Tagala ni Raymond Escobedo. Unti-unti na natataplisan ng Quezon City lamang dito. Then the pass back to Punanan. Verge turns down the outside shot, draws closer, lost it. Escobedo now puts the speed on, but in the process running into a Quezon City player. That will result to an offensive foul against the former Golden Stag. Coach Arvin, Coach Ronald certainly not happy with how Davao has been playing here in the third quarter, letting Quezon City come back. Walong lamang. Puray. Nice pass. Mosqueda in stride. Lista mo na from beyond the arc.
There goes Sidney Mosqueda coming alive this third quarter, already scoring 7 points. Definitely a major factor in why Quezon City has come back from this game.
Lead down to 5. Three-point shooting that's picked up for QC. But Davao Occidental continues their hot shooting of their own. Now 10 of 23 after that Joseph Terzo make.
Oh, Joseph Terzo with his third three-pointer, already scoring 14 points in this game and also dishing out 4 assists. So very solid game so far here by Joseph Terzo.
Manalang's turn to try a free. It will bounce out. Escobedo with the board. Another steal by Sidney Mosqueda. He will pull up. No go. Inside, Punanan with a strong putback. Counted plus a foul.
There you go. It's been QC this whole quarter. You see they're off the miss. There's 3 players here by QC trying to get that offensive rebound. Eventually falling to Punanan and getting that end one play.
Just competing really hard. Both sides of the floor, they've been active. And Greg Punanan a chance na maibaba ulit sa libang lamang. And he does with that free throw. 61-56.
You have to like this trio of Mosqueda, Puray, and Punanan. They've been pushing the pace on offensive end and on defensive end. They've been switching and having a very solid and crisp rotations.
very infectious yung energy na pinapakita nila eh.
Oo, at saka isa pa nagugustuhan ko talaga is yung pag-atake ni Puray ng lane kasi ang dami niyang na-attract na depensa. Kaya ang dami niyang napapasahan na libre. Well, hindi lang na-shoot ni Manalang kanina down the floor pero you have to love the aggressiveness of Puray there by attacking and attracting defenders.
Joseph Nerson nagbabalik sa 15-foot line. He was the one, if you remember that game against Cebu, they were down 3 late in the fourth quarter. He hit that 3-point shot to tie it up. And then Davao just continued on. That really triggered their run. And he capped off that win by knocking down 2 free throws to make it a 2-possession ball game and put it out of reach. And that enabled them to get a spot in the playing round in the South Division.
Yeah, definitely you're right there, Ken. It was that three-pointer by Teresa that started it off. After that three-pointer, talagang nag-iba na yung momentum ng game na yun. So yeah, definitely right there.
Ito ang labang ng Davao Occidental Tigers. Terso. Ngayon si Manalang ang nakabantay sa kanya. 7 seconds left under shot clock. Jeff Comia puts it up. No, and Mosqueda with a rebound. Another foul drawn by Sidney Mosqueda.
Yeah, that's 2 free throws too. Davao Occidental already in the penalty there.
The younger brother of Chino Mosqueda showing a little bit of why Chino has been known for that pesky defense.
Definitely. It's a Mosqueda thing. Their peskiness on defense and their toughness on the court.
First free throw good for Sidney Mosqueda. Nice for Quezon City to make this a totally different ball game as Mosqueda hits both. Lima na lang ulit, Andre ang lamang, 63-58.
Yeah, that's 9 points there by Sidney Mosqueda and all in the third quarter. Very solid outing here for Sidney Mosqueda. He was 0 of 2 in the first half. And yeah, laki ng binawi ni Sidney Mosqueda. He's brought his team back into this game.
Terso stops on a dime and knocks down that pull-up J. Terso with a total of 18 markers. 65-58.
Yeah, Terso started this game off very aggressively and he hasn't put his foot off that gas pedal, scoring already 18 points.
Harold Arboleda was all over that one, switching on to Cunanan and then got back on Jason Puray and challenged that shot.
Yeah, and honestly on Davo's end, I think it's only been Arboleda who's been that aggressive on defense. So it's good to see that he's playing with his defense, but I want to see it from the whole team.
Jeff Comia nakalusot, was isolated on the right side, and he puts it up and in, plus a foul.
And that's his game right there in that isolation situation. See that push cross there. Bumahali pa sa ere si Jeff Comia.
And it left Jason Puray on an island. And was visibly out of position to legitimately challenge that shot or drive.
Aggressive kasi ni Jeff Comey mag-push cross eh. Pagka push cross niya, akala mo talaga aatake siya sa right side.
Oo.
Matikas talaga galaw nito ni Jeff Comey.
Ang dami ding galaw kasi.
Ang dami. Kaya as a defender talaga, ang hirap talagang tansyahin to si Jeff Comey kasi lagi siyang may counter sa binibigay ng depensa.
May pinito laban kay Pariliagas. Penalty na magkabilang kupunan. So free throws ulit para kay Jeff Havillonar. Man, Jeff Havillonar has struggled from the line.
Yeah, he's been missing a lot of free throw shots there.
But still had that strong first half. 11 points in the first 2 quarters. Dalawang mintis na yun, ha? Joseph Terzo in front of the QC bench. And they thought that he got away with stepping on a sideline. Gusto nila paltan sa referee, QC. Coach Jeff not happy with what he thought was a non-call. Former perpetual standout Harold Arboleda. Just the type of guy that pretty much could do a little bit of everything, Andre.
Yeah, a solid 3-and-D player to see Arboleda, who already has 10 points in this game and 2 3-pointers, and has been playing exquisite defense so far, especially on Puray.
Si Kuya Bonbon, kung di yun na itatanong, team manager na ng Davao Occidental. Probably could still play in
Yeah,
the league.
definitely.
If he wanted to.
I was gonna say, baka next season gusto niya maging player manager. Kasi definitely, kaya-kaya pa rin talaga makipagsabayan ni Kuya Bonbon.
Napag-usapan namin ni Coach Christian Luanzon yan na sino ba yung kauna-unahang player slash manager. Kasi meron tayong mga playing coach.
Playing coach, yeah.
Apparently, si Jay Hapilosa pala. JJ Hapilosa.
Oh, yeah.
When he was with Iloilo.
Oo nga. Well, maybe next season, if Kuya Bonbon's still gonna be open to playing, he could definitely be the next player.
Oh!
Grabe si Sidney Mosqueda this quarter, Ken.
Nakakalusot eh.
Yeah, that's the effort. Not giving up on any play.
Balik sa free throw line si Sidney Mosqueda. Has yet to miss from the line, right?
He missed his last shot.
Missed his last shot,
Yeah.
right? Still, making good here on the first. Had 16 points the other day to see Sidney Mosqueda.
Yeah, he's picking off where he left off. Already has 11 points in this third quarter.
The other week pala.
Yeah, he could definitely duplicate that game from that week.
69-61. Comia na itawid. Ay hatid kay Joseph Terzo. Now, Cunanan guarding him. Now it's with Harold Arboleda. Could not shake off Mosqueda. Salubre with 9 under shot clock. Puts it up. Puts it in from downtown.
Yeah, that's only the 6th point there by Salubre, but both on 3-point makes. He hasn't been getting a lot of touches lately.
Balik sa 11. Careless pass by Avillonar. Joseph Terzo puts it up. What happened here? And Joseph Terzo thought the time was about to expire. Still had probably 3 to 4 seconds. But nonetheless, Davao Occidental with a strong finishing kick. Joseph Terzo, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists to lead the way for Davao Occidental.
Yeah, that's 3 3-pointers also for Joseph Terzo.
That's why they have an 11-point lead. Highlights of the game brought to you by Simplus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL, Elevator Hydration.
There you go, Joseph Terzo. The reason he's made a lot of these threes also is because he's been left wide open in a lot of those attempts.
That's why Davao Occidental, despite the fight back of Quezon City, find themselves in front heading into the fourth, 72-61. Fan of the game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. First game po ng ating Monday triple header sa paninimula ng ating linggo. Pero nalalapit na ang ating play-in rounds na magsisimula sa Huwebes. Yung North Division play-in yan. Inahintay na lang natin kung sino sa Pangasinan o Caloocan yung babagsak to that number 7 spot. They will hold home court as a consolation prize. But certainly, those two want to avoid that and get into the playoffs outright. At ang Davao Occidental, nangangailangan pang dumaan sa play-in, mga kalaban ng Cebu, on Saturday. By the way, quick shoutout lang to long-time Davao Occidental supporter, Ali De Mesa. And her mother, si Maria Lourdes Baribar, who's the cousin of one of the team managers, si Boss Ginko Bautista ng Davao Occidental. Safe flight, Ali, as your team is up by 11 right now. As you see the quarter scoring, nakita natin na Andre, yung third quarter, and also how this one is pretty much close after Davao Occidental had that hot start.
Yeah, definitely. QC definitely started that quarter winning. Obviously, scoring a lot more points. But nung patapos ng quarter, medyo hinabol rin ng Davao to those 3-pointers by Terzo and Arboleda. And also Salubre, I might add.
Mintis yung tira from the elbow ni Wawi Escocio. Tautoan. Ay bigay kay Casino. Balik kay Reggie. Tautoan.
Wow.
Oh, nice drive. The hang time move, the finish, plus the foul.
Oh, Tautuan there, good use of the ball fake. And you love to have aggressiveness by Tautuan.
Mixer, great move of the game, born for greatness.
Kapag nakabuela na rin talaga itong si Tautuan, napaka-athletic din talaga
Yeah.
na itong player na to eh. Pag nakuha niya yung 1-2 step na yun, it's really hard to stop him.
I mean, I was about to say, this guy is deceptively strong for his position, Ray.
Definitely, he's one of those lanky players that don't look that they have the strength and physicality, but Tautuan is definitely one of those players that is very deceptively strong, as you mentioned.
Si Ricky Peruminga naman, kasama si Harold Arboleda, Wawi Escocio, Joseph Terzo, and Chancellor Salubre. Ricky Perumingan continues his inspired play, knocking down a free.
Yeah, 6 points already for Perhomigan. And
Pinawi
there
agad
you go.
ni Reggie Tautoan, drilling a free of his own. Action picking up to begin the fourth.
Oh, both teams showing a little bit more life here to start the fourth quarter.
Casino does not have the numbers. Tautoan though sets his feet, fires, short.
You could have seen that he hesitated a little bit there to shoot that basketball.
Wawi Escocio up top. 3 Perumingan, balik kay Wawi Escocio. Hand off to Joseph Terzo.
Good
Escocio
roll.
rolling to the basket but missing from point blank. Nice outlet, Javillonar, the fake, the reverse, it's good, plus the foul.
There you go, Jeff Abilinar again running that floor, beating everyone to the spot and getting that position down low.
Fast break game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
There you go. Jeff Abilinar running that floor, beating everyone from Davao who failed to sprint down the floor.
However, Davao Occidental is challenging that last foul on Ricky Perumingan. Let's see if they will become successful here. Coach Arvin Bonleon mapping out the play. Will be right back for the result.
The Davao Occidental's challenge was successful. Basket is good by Jeff Habilunar, but there was
successful
no
yung
foul.
challenge ng Davao Occidental dito. So walang foul apparently doon kay Tricky Perumingan. Tingin mo, Dre.
Yeah, definitely no foul there. A good challenge too by the Davao Occidental Tigers there, refraining for that three-point play.
75-68. 7-point lead. Escobedo could not shake off Nino Ibanez. Harold Arboleda.
A good execution there of that horns play.
Good look naman yun kay
Yeah.
Harold. Pero si Nino Ibanez making them pay. Buries the free. Top of the key. Lead is down to 4. 75-71. Three-point shooting has certainly picked up for QC. Now 8 out of 24 after missing their first 8 attempts.
There you go, QC definitely picking up the pace. There on the defensive end, forcing another turnover there.
Tatakbo na naman.
That's that favorite
Tao
move.
po!
That's that patent Pinoy step by Tao Tuon there, almost resulting into a three-point play.
Alam mo, pwede rin sabihin tautoan step.
Tautoan
I mean,
step.
there's the Pinoy step. That's a Pinoy step.
Yeah.
But he adds another flavor to it.
Yeah, the exaggeration definitely. We should start naming that the Tao Tuon step, definitely. He does it in a different way. No, medyo ni-exaggerate talaga yung second step.
Meron pa yan. He did it in another league.
Yeah, I
Where-
think it was in a PSL.
Oh, second step.
Yeah.
Halos tumigil siya Pero good
Pero makikita mo ang ganda din ng balance niya. Na kahit galing siya sa mabilis na takbo, nadidecrease na kagad yung speed niya. And nagagawa niya yun without traveling.
At nagawa na rin niyang maibaba yung lamang ng Davao Occidental. It's the closest they've been since being down by 20. Timeout Davao, their lead down by 2. This is Wawe Scotia stepping up in the absence still of Keith Algovida. 11 points, 7 rebounds. Although not really an efficient shooting night, he has been the one who's been doing damage in the paint para dito sa Davao Occidental, the former UV Green Lancer. And for more, let's go to Javi.
I think a lot of people must be curious as to how Wawi Escocio was able to trim down. Wawi told me that he's been on a new eating schedule for a while now. He fasts 16 hours every day and starts eating between 12 noon and 8 p.m. While a lot of other players may lose their power while slimming down, kitang-kita naman that it wasn't the case with Wawi, that he made sure to still hit the gym to maintain his strength. That's all. Back to you, Ken and Andre.
Thank you so much, Javi. Ano ang tawag dun sa diet na yun? May tawag dyan.
Yeah, it's called intermittent fasting.
Yon!
Sinubukan ko din yun dati, Ken. And masasabi ko talaga, mas nagustuhan ko siya kaysa sa keto diet. Kasi dito sa intermittent, nakakain mo pa rin yung kahit anong mong gusto As to the keto diet na you really have to control what you're also intaking. Kaya sa mga players out there that wants to also trim out shave off a couple pounds and still retain your strength, yun. Example dyan, si Wawi Scotia with intermittent fasting.
Quezon City though, because of another 3-point shot by Nino Ibanez from being down by 20 points in the second quarter, they have stormed their way back and now are ahead 76-75.
And that started on that after that halftime break. Makikita talaga natin ever since that halftime break, nag-iba yung defensive intensity na itong QC.
And very stark contrast, Jay, because in the first half, we mentioned how despite Davao Occidental had more turnovers, Quezon City wasn't really able to make them pay. But now, you look at it as Escocio gets the lead back for Davao Occidental. 10 turnover points here in the third and fourth periods. And that really has made a difference para dito sa Quezon City.
Yeah, definitely. And you can owe that to everyone sprinting after getting a stop. So definitely a lot of points off of those turnovers there.
Reggie Tautoan.
Another player coming to life here in this second half, si Reggie Tautuan, who already has 12 points in this game.
Escosio bullying his way inside once more.
That's who Davao needs to go to a lot, especially when QC opts to use a small ball lineup. He should take advantage of that post, put pressure in the paint there, not just to score but also to open up a few spots for his teammates.
Puray, sumaksak at nakasungkit ng foul laban kay Wawi Escosio. This was a drive by Reggie Tautoan again.
Had a left leg, right-handed shot. It's very tough to make there. Right here, Wawi Escosio making use of having a smaller defender on him, taking advantage of that small ball lineup here by QC. Just bullying the paint.
Quezon City though, shooting poorly from the free throw line. 17 out of 32. Just barely above 50%. Naitabla ni Puray ang laban after that make from the line. 79 all. Escobedo, pinasa kay Jeff Comia. Jeff Comia has been silent here for Davao Occidental. He wants this matchup against Tautoan, working with Wawi Escosio, but he turns the ball over again. Tautoan off to the races. Reggie will miss.
Well, he had the 2-on-1 break there. Could have passed the ball to Ibanez there.
Jeff Comia sets his feet and knocks down a three from the left corner pocket.
And that's that 13th three-pointer as a team by Davao.
82-79. Puray na iwanan galing sa labas. But could not make the defense of Davao Occidental pay that time.
Casino thought Puray was stayed in that corner. Tapped the ball there, only to see that Puray already lifted to that wing spot. There you go, Comia. Can't leave him open. He's not really known as one of the deadliest snipers out there, but definitely a very reliable shooter when it comes to show.
Escobedo with Cunanan guarding him. They try to extend this lead again. Escobedo snaking through the defense, everything but a shot, but Wawi Escosio there. And Jeff Abilianar getting teed up after complaining to one of our game officials.
Oh, Wawi Escosio is proving he's too much for the bigs here of QC. Just dominating the paint.
Abilianar thought that Escosio got away with a push. What do you think about that play?
No, I don't think so. I think that was a clean play right there. I think Jeff Abilianar just jumped too early. But definitely, I see some frustration there from a non-call that Jeff Abilianar believes.
Coach Elvis Tolentino here. Of course, the counselor here in Marikina. We have a timeout, 6-0 run para sa Davao Occidental. Timeout, Quezon City. Do 12 puntos sila Nino, JK, Jason Buray in that loss against Basilan. But we like the production coming from these three swingmen here, Andre?
Yeah, definitely. These goal players definitely did their job there. Balanced scoring from this trio. Despite that loss, they played really well there, Ken.
Happy to have you with us despite the rainy afternoon here. Nandito pa rin po tayo sa Marikina Sports Complex. Pangalawang pagkakataon na nandito po tayo sa MPBL. $85.79. May nagyaya nga sa'yo, Dre. Ha, paunlakan mo ba?
No, that was Philip Manalang over there.
Who, by the way, played really well
Oh, yes.
in their last game. Ha?
Very, despite that loss, definitely playing well against his former team, Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
JK, catch and shoot. Book it from beyond the arc. Baba sa tatlong lamang, 85-82. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth period.
That's the fourth three-pointer there by JK Casino.
Escobedo. Villanar has 4 fouls. Comia with shot clock winding down here. 2 seconds left. Arboleta got fouled, put it up and put it in just in the nick of time.
Yes, and that's why you don't give up on the play there. Arboleda realizing that the ball didn't hit the rim. As soon as he got that ball, he just put it up. Eventually got a three-point play. So what a play there for Arboleda.
But they will review it if he really got it off in time. Okay. Pwede lang gawin yan. So there's a fair shot that this putback by Arboleda will be nullified.
What do you think, Ken? I think that looked good in my opinion there.
Yeah,
He
in
got
real
it
time.
off.
I thought he got it off in time.
Yeah, I think he got it
let's
off
see.
in time.
It's close though.
Yeah.
This was Jeff Comia.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so too.
Got it off in time, just in time there. Good presence of mind there by Arboleda.
Buti lang tama tayo. Kung sakasakali, doble pukul tayong dalawa. 87-82. 5 puntos ang lamang ng Davao Occidental. So may bonus free throw pa yan, ha? Kasi may foul din na Pinito. So Arboleda, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. It's been really collective effort, not only from him, but from Escocio and Terzo. In a game where their leading scorer, Jeff Comia, has struggled. Jeff Comia, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Nino Ibanez, masyadong malakas yung tres. At bola babalik sa Davao Occidental.
Yeah, that's who QC definitely wanted to take that shot. Nino Ibanez, before that bad miss there, made 2 of his last 3-pointers.
87-82. Jeff Comia. Ngayon si Villonar nakabantay sa kanya. May 4 na foul na si Jeff. And that's why not much resistance on that drive by Jeff Comia.
Oh, there you go. But that transition defense there by Davao. No one sprinting back.
And that's
Nabawi
off a
agad.
made basket.
That's off a made basket, exactly. Nabawi agad ng QCL.
Wala nang 3 minuto ang nalalabik sa ating fourth quarter. Davao Occidental protecting this 5-point cushion. Joseph Terzo from way downtown. Joseph Terzo with 21 markers.
That's 21 points, 4 3-pointers, and 5 assists for Joseph Terzo. What a game he's having here today in Marikina.
Comia sa poste. Pasa palabas kay Puray. They swing it. It finds in the hands of Unanan. Ibanez missing badly from beyond the arc.
So after back-to-back makes for Ibanez there, back-to-back misses din naman. Bad misses there by Nino Ibanez.
Last 2 minutes of regulation. Joseph Terzo with Cunanan in his grill. That's gonna be it, unfortunately, for Jeff Pavillonar. Although he did have one of his finest outputs here this season, 17.7 rebounds, but unfortunately, well, this was a free earlier by Terzo. And then on the ensuing play, giving up that foul. We have a timeout with 1:45 left in the fourth period. Quezon City trying to still fight back, but they're down by 8. Jeff Pavillonar did not miss from the field. 17.7 rebounds before fouling out. Kaya ng sabi mo kanina, binati mo pa to si Kuya Jeff. One of his finest performance this season for Quezon City.
Yeah, definitely. He mentioned that it was the last game of the season. So, sinusulit lang daw niya yung time here. So, he's definitely playing a lot harder to see Jeff Pavillonar and also dominating that paint. Not missing there in that paint down low. All of his misses came from the free throw line.
14 seconds sa shot clock ng Davao Occidental. Arboleda, pinasa kay Jeff Comia. Ulit kay Terzo. 6 na segundo na lalabit sa kanilang shot clock. Terzo blew out a tire. Arboleda maintains his balance but was unable to put up a shot.
A good stop there. QC Taipan over there trying to claw their way back into this game.
1 minute and 31 seconds left. Still down by 8. Head of Operations Emerita having a chat with Councilor Elvis Tolentino of Marikina. Si Kuya Rudes, busy ha. Sino bang katext ni Kuya Rudes? Maya-maya lamang po magtatapat ang Marikina, San Juan, Bacolod at Rizal naman ang magkalaban sa ating pangatlong laro. Muli po Ken Panglinan with Andre Durendes, Javi Palanya at courtside. JK Casino missing the free.
Sayang yun. Ang ganda ng elevator play doon ng QC out of that timeout play.
Yeah.
Just didn't fall down.
Because it really freed up JK Casino.
Yeah, and that's who they wanted to take that shot to. JK Casino already making 4 3-pointers of his own. I'm sorry he missed there.
Not a good foul. Shot clock was winding down. It was only 3 seconds.
Yeah, bad foul there. With the shot clock winding down.
Comia balik kay Terzo. Bola muntik nang mawala. Napunta kay Escobedo. Pupukol sa 3. Mintis. Tagala, nakuha yung rebound. And
There you go. You gotta waste time if you're Davao.
steal by QC. Cunanan, balik kay Casino. Now it's with Puray. They are hesitating here. QC now, Manalang finally pulls the trigger. No. Tagala is going to be called with an offensive foul, hitting Jason Puray in the process. Hindi naman sadya.
Yeah.
But could be upgraded into a sportsman-like foul. That could shake things up a bit because should Puray knock down both free throws, it's gonna be a 2-possession game plus ball possession for Quezon City. Oh, hey.
Hold on. That'd be a good acting job there by Puray. There's a sniper in the building.
Tingnan pa nga natin, isa pa. Baka makasiguro. Ha? Baka naman
Oo nga,
nalil
oo
lang tayo
nga.
ng mata natin eh.
Siguraduhin muna natin. Baka naman
Ha?
nag-a-assume din tayo eh.
Oh. Away.
The finger of Tagalo might have caught the face there by Puray. But I don't think that was enough for that reaction. But let's see what the referees are gonna call on this play.
It's his first.
Okay, so it's a foul.
Yeah.
But he did a good job selling.
Yeah. He saved them another possession there to see Puray.
But the good thing if you're Davao, you avoid it being an unsportsmanlike foul. So this remains a 3-possession ball game.
There.
Elevator again.
Another use of the elevator play there.
Pasho miss. Puray there for the stick back. 33.8 seconds left. A 6-point lead for Davao Occidental. Oh, a steal!
Foul.
Cunanan was fouled. Was it an attempt? I think it was. So it's 2 free throws for Greg Cunanan.
Wow, they can still win this game. If he makes both free throws, it's a 1-possession ball game, and still with 31 seconds on the clock, you don't need to foul here.
May apat pa. Kasi 6 eh.
Oh, yeah.
92-86. Ayan. Although syempre, didikit pa rin naman, Dre.
Definitely, and still with a game clock of 31. Sure nababalik pa yung bola sa kanila.
Calmly sinking both. Davao Occidental. Maniniguro dito, no? Want to make sure here that they are able to inbound the basketball safely. 92-88, 31 seconds remaining. Coach Arvin Bonleon will map out a play here and will listen in to their huddle.
24 tayo. 24? Sino mag-inbound? Ikaw to, ito si... Sino inbound dyan yan? Si Haron. Haron, si Haron. Omia and Tagala to. Online tayo. Sprint tayo ha. Sprint. Balik ka siya. Balik ka Sep. Then dito si... Mapaw lang yan.
Tapos kita ka na Jeff Josh. Okay, pakita tayo ha. 5 seconds lang yan ha.
Dito ha.
Isang galaw lang.
Tanong ko kung pwede ko ba dyan? It's either here or here. Dito po.
Parang 24 seconds, no? Gagamitin ng Davao Occidental
That's
dito.
a smart move there.
They'll inbound it all the way to the backcourt. Yeah, it is. And also, there's a risk of you giving up that ball underneath your own basket. Nakita mo kanina, nakaagaw nga si Cunanan. At na-foul siya agad. Now, Quezon City pressing up.
I like that. I like that from Davao there.
Ganda ng pagkaka-spread out. Pero Escobedo is trapped on the sideline.
Yeah, QC not opting to foul here. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a foul on Puray. Both teams in penalty. Arbonedas is a good guy to foul though. Not really known to be an efficient shooter from the line. Harold Arboleda is going to be tested here. 20.8 seconds left. Copley sinking the first free throw. Giving some cushion here for Davao Occidental. Oh, missing the second. Kapikan ng bola. Arboleda unable to save it. QC still has a fighting chance here. And they will burn their last timeout with 17.9 seconds left. We'll pause for a break. We'll be back. Iba pang lamang. Ang Davao Occidental QC has to make up for 2 possessions. Oh, nice play.
Another elevator play there.
Capascio had a good look, but just offline, and that's probably do it here. Hard foul given up.
Yeah, the referees didn't like that. Obviously, you're trying to foul Tagala there, but I think they think it was kind of a bit excessive from Kunanan.
Okay.
Yeah, good job there by Tagala, not overreacting. Just deciding to walk away there.
Former San Beda Red Lion Josh Tagala able to hit the free throw. And if we sum up the season as a whole for Quezon City, Trey, you know, obviously the record does not show how they were competitive for most of their games. They did have those wins, like I mentioned earlier, against Mindoro and against Bataan, that they could tip their hat off. But I mean, kudos to the boys of Coach Jeff, and also congratulations to Coach Jeff Perlas for making his debut as a professional coach here in the MPBL. Jason Puray hits a free, 6.4 seconds left, but still a 4-point lead.
This is still doable. I've seen stranger things happen in the world of basketball.
Arboleda fouled, 5 seconds left. Oh, pwede pa naman talaga, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, especially with QC not having a timeout remaining.
I mean, making up for 2 possessions in 5 seconds is close to improbable at this point. But like I said, stranger things had happened. Arboleda, though, wants to make sure that Davao does not fall prey to one of those improbable comebacks. Arboleda hitting both free throws, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah. 15 points there by Arboleda. What a solid outing here.
Sidney Mosqueda. Puray puts it up, and that will rattle out, and that's gonna do it. Davao Occidental heading into that play-in match, a knockout match against Davao Occidental and Cebu, waiting in the wings in Mindoro on Saturday. And this is a nice win to cap off their elimination round and also prepare them for that important battle with Cebu. Our best player of the game, Joseph Terso, 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah, what a game there by Joseph Terso. An overall complete game, scoring 21 points and 5 assists as well. Definitely, especially in that third, fourth quarter, where he hit a lot of important three-pointers to keep Quezon City there in base. So what a game there by Joseph Terso.
97-91 is our final score. Davao Occidental beating Quezon City as they notch win number 12 to close out the elimination phase of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Quezon City will finish with a record of 7-22. And a lot of heroes for Davao Occidental. Wawi Escocio came out to play, as well as Harold Arboleda. Jeff Comia stepped up late. But it was the heroics of Joseph Terso setting the tone, hitting a couple of threes in the first quarter, had 7 points in that first period, and that really enabled Davao Occidental to set the pace, and despite Quezon City coming back, they get a win today. Let's go courtside to Javi Palanya.
Maraming salamat, Ken and Andre. Sep, congratulations sa panalo. Pero you were up by 20 points noon, tapos nahabol pa nga nila, lumamang pa nga sila ng konti. Paano nyo na sigurado na makukuha nyo pa rin yung panalo?
Una-una, pagsalamat muna ako kay Lord sa panalo. We stayed composed. Medyo veteran team na rin naman kahit paano. And yun lang, naging composed lang kami kahit nagkaroon yung Quezon City.
And right now na papasok kayo sa play-in, paano nyo nasisigurado na maganda rin yung papakita nyo, especially doon sa first game, must win yun para sa inyo?
Yun, gaya nga sinabi nila coach nung last few practices namin, kuha kami ng momentum na yung sa game ngayon para sa play-in, para at least kuha namin yung panalo, maganda yung momentum namin going to the play-in.
Alright, Sep, sa mga gusto mong babatiin or pasalamatan?
Binabati ko yung wife ko nasa bahay, and then yung dalawang anak ko, Olivia and Alex, and si Mama Boots, Tito Toti, Terso family, Patrickela family, Ramos, at saka Panopio family. And then yung sponsors namin, Armor On, Coco Life, and then yung Bautista family, and then kay Kevin Espinosa. Yun lang.
Alright, once again, our player of the game, Joseph Terso. Back to you, Ken and Andre.
Thank you, Javi. And nice win para dito sa Davao Occidental as they defeat Quezon City in our first game. And that's gonna be a very intriguing matchup between Davao Occidental and Cebu. Up next, the San Juan Knights, already assured of that number 3 seed in the north, but they would want to spoil the homecoming of the Marikina Shoe Masters. Don't go away, keep it here on the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.